Hello YouTube. Today we are testing OBS audio filters. We are going to play live with the filter settings, turning them off, turning them on, and playing with the range sliders to see what the effect live is and trying to get a good audio basically for YouTube videos on easy mode so we don't have to do a lot of post-processing. I am recording this and filming this with my iPhone 12 mini connected over Wi-Fi. So no fancy microphones and no cables even, just an iPhone 12 mini with a VDO app. It is the letters V, then the D, then the O. You can find it on the App Store. It is free. And then you can connect your iPhone camera and microphone via Wi-Fi to OBS with a browser input. So yeah, let's check out the filters. I'll turn them all off and then we can play around with them and see what the effects are. So let's turn the compressor off. Let's turn the equalizer off and let's turn the noise suppression off. Let's start first with the noise suppression. There are two options over here. That's the good quality option, what they call it, and that they say is taking up more CPU usage. And there is a low quality option that is using less CPU usage. So yeah, let's turn on the noise suppression and I'll just keep talking so we can kind of like see if there is an effect in the audio right now. And then I'll switch this over to the low quality one and I'll play around with these settings all the way over here. And then we can listen to what this effect is doing. And then also if we put it in the middle, we can listen to what the effect is over here with this setting and all the way over here with 60 minus 60 decibels. Let's see if there's still an effect going on over here and what is a more like heavier effect. And now I'll turn it off and then we can see more clearly if I turn it on again what the effect is going to be over here. Now it's turned on again, and then we'll do the same with all the way like over here minus 1 dB. I'll turn it off again and then let's turn it on again, and then we can see if it sounds actually different. And now yeah, let's go to the next setting. um I'll just put this on good quality actually for now while we test the EQ. I have set this. Let's turn this maybe to, um, I think it was all the way over here at 000 on everything. I'll turn it on and you shouldn't hear too much of an effect right now. We are doing vocals. Personally, I like to get the mids out a little bit and turn up the highs for a little bit more pronunciation clarity in the voice, but you can still hear a good low end. But yeah, we'll do it a little bit extreme right now to see what the effect is going to be. So a lot of highs and a lot of lows out there, or mids out there, and I'll keep the lows intact. We can hear if there's an effect and if you like it. Some people maybe want to get the lows out, or yeah, boost it depending on your voice and your preference and what kind of audio sound you want to get. And now I'll turn the EQ off and then we can see what the effect is turned off and on again, and then you can clearly hear the difference when I turn it on. And if you like that difference, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to put it on there. So now let's move on to the compressor. This basically, I'll remove it actually. And then, yes, here we go. And I'll add the upward compressor on it again. This is the stock setting. So a ratio of 0.5, no gain, output gain. So it is a slight compression. I think this could sound good just to get a little bit compressed sound over there and a little bit less natural. But yeah, let's try to boost it a little bit and see what more of extreme settings sound like. So first of all, I'll boost the ratio to 0.80. I think this is quite a lot and definitely noticeable. This does decrease the volume a little bit, so it might be nice to increase the output gain. Overall, this just makes it sound also louder. It could be that you like the sound of a louder audio. Maybe your microphone is not picking up as much sound, and then this could be a little trick to increase the gain and the total output volume, so you don't have to do this in post processing. Post processing, so it might be nice. But I do see in OBS it is going into the red, which causes audio distortion, and it might be too loud for YouTube, and then it gets compressed even more. Um, so yeah, watch out a little bit. Um, I think this might be nicer on maybe 0.6, a light compression, not too heavy, and then the gain, I think it is also a little bit too loud. So yeah, maybe we'll put this back on 2, and then let's turn it off and on again, and then we can see clearly what the effects sound like. This is no compression, just the noise suppression and the equalizer. And then in 1 second, I'll turn it back on, and then you can clearly hear the difference. And you can notice if you like it more with the compression or less with the compression. And then you can make a decision if you want the compression on there like this. Now let's check out the audio filters by themselves. So I'll turn them all off. And this is the pure audio from my iPhone 12 mini over Wi-Fi going into OBS. This is what it sounds like. And now let's just turn on the equalizer, and then you can hear only the equalizer over here, and you can determine if you like this sound and if you want the equalizer on there. And now it is turned off. Now let's listen to my voice over here in the audio. This is the natural audio again. And let's try out the compressor. And this is what the compressor sounds like by itself. You can decide if you like the compressed sound, and it's also gain. So maybe like a lot of people, when they hear a noise and it is louder, especially with music, they tend to like in a louder audio. They think it sounds better. So maybe just because the gain is up higher, you might like it more. I do see it going in red a lot, so maybe this is really annoying for your ears. Um, but yeah, okay, this is all the effects off. Let's do the noise and the equalizer together. Here we go. This is the noise suppression and the equalizer together. Let's turn the equalizer off. Let's turn everything off again. And let's now just try the noise suppression and the compressor together. The noise suppression and the compressor. This is what it sounds like. And now we have a good like variety of combinations of all the effects that you can listen to. And so you don't have to test it yourself, and you can make a decision on what type of audio filter chain you want to use for your OBS settings. So you need less post processing. That's ideally the idea. Uh, the best would be to use no audio or video processing after, no editing, just straight from OBS to YouTube. That's the easiest process. That's kind of what we're going after. But yeah, this is the video. I hope it was helpful. I will use it for myself to listen back and make a decision on what I will use. And yeah, if you have any questions, if you want me to test anything else in OBS, or if you want me to show how to do like tricks like this, how to make it look nice, let me know, and then I can show you. Subscribe, hit the like. Thanks for watching. Bye.